So the whole joke behind Ramus is that he has like 2 lines of dialogue and they're only one word, okay and alright. Which is very funny obviously because 90% of the fucking characters will not shut the fuck up. Or they don't talk at all. But with some characters, they get 30 minutes of dialogue, like Aatrox and Kane got 30 minutes. And I looked into Quayana for playing a video because someone keeps recommending it, even though I don't have the goddamn character. But whatever. And I was Quayana has 11 minutes, which is obviously less than the Darken. But the Skarner here has, how many minutes do you guess Skarner has? Maybe 5, maybe 4. No, he has 2 minutes. 2 minutes! It barely makes it to 2 minutes, by the way. He has about 1 minute and 57 seconds of dialogue, which is just awful considering his role in most of the story, because his whole family is Hextech. His everything, like the hearts of his fucking species are used to make Hextech, which means that Vi, Jace, Victor, and maybe Jinx, I don't know how that works, and also Heimerdinger are all connected to Skarner because they use his fucking family to power their shit. I mean, Camille does as well, actually has an interaction with him as well. But my point is, they're all intertwined with Skarner's story, and he has no dialogue with them. All of his lines are stuck in a vacuum. They mean nothing. They're just like, they're all just like one-liners that mean nothing. You could just chuck them anywhere, which is just kind of rough, I think. I'm really hoping for this VGU because they really need to make work on Skarner, because he could be one of the coolest characters. But they just need to give him more interactions with characters, especially the ones with Hextech. And don't get me wrong, Hextech does have synthetic Hextech, which I don't know if all the characters use that or if they still use the original crystals or something like that. I don't know how that works. So someone tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, the lore enthusiast. But yeah, let's get on with the video. So I'm just gonna start with his abilities. So his passive is, and his Q is like, and his fucking W be like, and fucking his E is like, and finally his R is the most necessary for his whole kit because he's more of a supportive jungler, and his R goes, which all amounts to basically all of his kit is completely obsolete and doesn't really intertwine well together. Like, I don't know how to explain this. His kit doesn't have much synergy together. Like, his Q makes no sense. I don't understand why it's on him. His kit doesn't really synergize with his kit well. His E is pretty alright because it can give him a passive where he just stuns them, but it also doesn't really I don't know, it's good for what it is, but he doesn't really need a long range skill shot that much. He also doesn't have, his W is a really good one because it gives him speed so he can get up there with his R, which is the main thing behind his ability. His whole ability can shut down an entire AD carry without anything but a button press. For about 3 seconds, I think, you just shut them down and they cannot do anything. And if your team is smart, they'll target them and kill them instantly. And then that means they basically just instantly are in a 5v4 match now, which is a very good odds, obviously, especially when you just got rid of their carry. So Skarner builds like a speed tank. He builds Phase Rush and then just kind of just hits his abilities and runs in. And his Capture the Flag is a big part of his whole kit. Do not ever underestimate his kit. Do not go top lane with this guy. It really fucks him over. He really needs that extra attack speed or else it's completely fucked. You need to have that extra attack speed. You need to funnel people into the jungle to get anything done. Now, that being said, I fucking love Skarner. It is the most fun I've ever had with a character in such a long time. I take the game way too fucking seriously, and it is so liberating to just fuck around and run around as this fucking crystal scorpion just dicking around and somehow getting kills. Like, how fucking stupid is it to see this fucking crystal scorpion going at you at like 300 or 600 ms, just going and then just fucking grabs you and then goes reverse all the way over to his fucking team and just fucking kills you. Like, that's it, you're over, bro. It's so fucking fun. You just kidnap people over and over and over again, and it's so funny. And like, it's so fun to go this fucking speed. I always love speed with Warwick. I always love having a ton of movement speed. That's why I do play a lot of movement speed tanks like Warwick and Rammus and obviously Skarner. Like, cause like I get so burnt out of being just the slow big chungus guy like Ornn, Tom Kench, and Scion. And it's so liberating. Just run around the map like a little fucking gnat on the map, just murdering everyone. Skarner, I would say, plays more like a dive champion, where he dives in, grabs someone, pulls them back into his team, and gets them fucking murdered, while tanking damage, and dishing out a good decent bit of area damage with his Q. But the problem is that he has no tank scaling with any abilities except for his W, which gives him a bit of extra shield with health, which he can't build much. He can't build much health. He only builds a little extra with his movement speed items like Turbo Chem Tank, Dreadnoughts, whatever it's called, the one that makes it so you go gunk on someone whenever you build up enough damage, and the Force of Nature, along with a few other things. You can do some funny builds like Mortal Reminder and stuff like that if you have a good tank on your team, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not very good. I've tried it. Don't fall into my mistakes. It's not very good, but it is kind of funny. But yeah, he's very susceptible to CC because as soon as he can't move, everyone can target him, and he's very easy to burst down. Especially with any little, like, you can have a little bit of anti-tank and just ruin him, especially if you build Kraken Slayer or something like that. It's just, he's not a very good tank compared to like anyone else. Like Rammus, especially compared to like Rammus and like Warwick, he's just not good compared to them. And I don't know how to say it. He's good because no one plays him, is what I would call him. Because, like, no one plays him, so no one knows how he works. Only people know how his ult works, so people try to stay away from that. But they don't understand that you also have other CC abilities, and that you're going to try and get that ult off on anyone you really can, and you're fucking fast as fuck. And, like, if you can get your team to condense their fights to the jungle, you basically win every fight as long as you have these crystals. The crystals are what win you a team fight, because that means you get a ton of extra attack speed, a ton of extra fucking movement speed. You basically get a good, decent buff from almost into everything. So you really need to condense fights there. And it's just really, honestly, it's just fun. I have too much fun with Skarner, man. Like, I've never had so much fun in so long. It's so fun. Like, it's just fun. And like, yeah, people fucking roast you for playing Skarner. Obviously, you're playing Skarner, not the top meta pick. You're not playing Warwick. You're not playing Kayn. You're not playing fucking Yasuo jungle. You're just having a good time as a fucking Crystal Scorpion. And no one can take that away from you. Just have some fun with the character. Especially before he's about to go out the door, because we all know this character is about to disappear forever. Like, they're not going to keep 90% of this guy's abilities. Like, I'm especially, they're going to get rid of at least 2. I don't think he needs that Q and that passive are fucking gone. I know that for sure. Okay, I don't know that for sure, so this could age poorly, but straight up, like, there's no synergy with these, so if they're going to want to build synergy, they're getting rid of those 2 abilities, or they're changing how they scale. I don't know. But I really hope to get rid of the passive. The passive makes it so... It makes him play just around the jungle, which can be really annoying when you have to push light waves. Which is just... Because, like, look at this, man. It's just sad. It's just sad to watch. He's just pathetically trying to murder minions, and he can't. It's so sad. But yeah, sorry if this video came off as a ramble. It's just me having a fun time with Skarner. I really have been enjoying him. I'm not any rank with him, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I might not be the best player with him, obviously, because not many people want to main Skarner that much. Like, I mean, I would have probably run him in my back pocket sometime if he wasn't about to go out the door, because he's fun. I really enjoy his playstyle. I really like playing more supportively as a tank. So it's really nice to play Skarner because he is a support tank. That is his whole thing. He's a support. He makes sure that your whole team is safe from this 180 carry or whoever you need to are. And I don't know, I just love him. He's my favorite lovable fucking crustacean. But anyway, sorry for the ramble. Have a great day.